For more on the silver trade, we're joined by the CEO of the biggest silver producer. That's Dennis Wheeler of Coeur. Their stock is up over 40% this year. Mr. Wheeler, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Margaret.
So, interesting day to be here because we've been talking about this tremendous run-up in the price of silver. We are seeing a pullback in today's session. Is it really about these changing views on where the economy is headed? Is a stronger economy not necessarily a good thing for your business?
Well, actually, silver is the world's most widely used industrial metal, so we profit as well when the economy is doing well. I think the announcements this week were probably well received, but having said all of that, the ETFs for both silver and gold added to their record holdings this week. And I think the long-term trends that we've seen developing since I was last here with you are still in place.
Right, and last year when we talked to you, last December actually, you were talking about concerns about debt out there and driving interest towards silver and gold as safe haven plays. If we see Europe quiet down, if we see the dollar strengthen, how much does that impact pricing?
Well, it might have some impact on pricing, but I think what we've seen here is that today the individual investor has decided that gold and silver are a solid asset class to protect their wealth. And I think that will continue because of the overall anxiety that exists about the direction of the economy and whether or not we'll see any more need for Western country bailouts and support is going to subside or whether or not it's going to remain for a while. And my sense is that the factors in place now will continue to be favorable for both silver and gold.
Well, talk to me about participation, because you did mention ETFs in there and those other instruments by which to access these moves in the price of metals. Many have said that is actually increasing, inflating some prices a little bit.
Yes, I mean, we've seen, for example, both India and China have become large consumers of gold and silver, and they're actually inspiring their populace to invest in both metals as a safe haven investment. The ETFs are at record levels. Gold now at a remarkable $55 billion or so. Silver with 450 million ounces, which is half year's annual production now represented by ETFs. And these are driven largely by the individual investor, Margaret.
And you're seeing more of that individual investor interest, you just said, out of those emerging markets?
Both were added to this week.
Yeah. Well, in looking ahead, your CFO said a year ago that every 10% increase in the price of silver is equivalent to $35 incremental cash for the company. Does that still hold true in 2010, 2011? 2011
is the first year that we will have all three of our new mines in fully operating mode. And so we do expect to have a very strong year in terms of production, cash flow, adding to our record reserve base, and I think Coeur shareholders will continue to be well rewarded in 2011.
So in terms of bringing more production online, down in Bolivia over the summer there had been some unrest down there. Are those minings and areas still up and running? Are they
Bolivia
functioning?
did have some civil unrest, and that affected us for a few weeks, but Bolivia right now, the economy is actually doing better than a year ago, and we have very strong support because of our social responsibility programs there, and the people in Bolivia are strongly supportive of our miners. So I am looking forward to next year in Bolivia.
So you've had the benefit, you know, in the C-suite to look at what has been a tremendous run-up in the price of these commodities, certainly added to your cash as a result. Does that make you want to go out and spend some of that cash on acquisitions?
Well, we're always looking for opportunities at Coeur, and we'll continue to focus on our three new mines and optimizing them in their first full year in 2011, but we'll also be looking for opportunities at Coeur.
You are?
Yes.
So you are shopping right now?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to keep an eye on you. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Margaret.